Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DFS Experience for Monday, January 29th. This video is brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. You do get a deposit match up to $250 if you use my promo code DFSChapo, or you can use the link that's in my description. We're going to start with DraftKings. We're going to start with point guard. Luka Magic, he's finally getting priced up appropriately, but I hate the Orlando matchup. Even though Luka's going to take 35 shots, I'm lying, 45 shots. You can fire him up. SGA 10.1. OKC took the night off on Sunday and let Detroit beat them. Detroit without Cade Cunningham, they got ruled out after lock, but that's a whole nother discussion. Luka, SGA both in play. Booker, last I checked, he had 44 real life points. I just stopped checking. 9.8K, too cheap. Fire up Booker. Booker's on some type of mission. Fire him up. Miami's playing like dog shit, so Booker should have his way. Donovan Mitchell, 9.7K. Mobley's finally coming back, and now Donovan Mitchell is out. If Mitchell is out, I don't want anybody from Cleveland, because who's going to handle the ball? Who's going to facilitate the offense? And then they're gonna just get off the court, and then you got a blowout. Then you got bench players playing. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even want to. Even if they start LeVert, if they started LeVert, what the fuck is LeVert and Strus supposed to do against Harden, George, Westbrook, Kawhi? Like, really? So if Mitchell can't go, I don't think I want any pieces from that game. They can't keep it close, but I'm not trying to play those games. LaMelo, 9.6. He's in play, but New York, let me tell you something about New York. New York is a very good defensive team. I've been saying that shit for a month. They're not like playing well. They're a fucking good team. Defensively, they're a good team. Offensively, they got a elite point guard. Elite point guard. The second best player is okay, Julius Randle. They got an elite defender in OG. They have a very good defending, rebounding guard in Josh Hart. This team is somewhat. Then they have another very good rebounding center that's active, Hartenstein. I'm not talking about Mitchell Robinson. He's not even healthy. The Knicks are a force to be reckoned with. There's no way in hell I play Charlotte against New York. However, on the other hand, Brunson should smash Charlotte. Fire his ass up. Brunson's better than Lillard right now. Don't at me. Jalen Brunson is better than Damian Lillard right now. Don't at me. I could rely on Brunson. I could plug him in my lineup. Pause. I could put him in my lineup and know that I'm going to get at least 40, 45 fantasy points minimum. Damian Lillard, I don't know what the fuck he be doing. And they got him starting for the All-Star. No. The NBA is fucked. They don't do anything right. De'Aaron Fox, 8.8 against the ghost of the Grizzlies in play. Anthony Edwards, the most electric player in the NBA. If he didn't have Cat on his team, then he'd be on another stratosphere. He'd be forced to do more. But because the team is so good, he doesn't have to do as much. He's still the most electric player on the team. I mean, he's the most electric player in the league. 8.5 is fine. That's spectacular. Edwards, Murray, Harden, all in play. Van Vliet against the Lakers, I'll take that. All the guards play well against the Lakers. Fire Van Vliet. McCollum is okay at 7K. Russell's been on one for the past 3 weeks. Sexton's. I can't trust Sexton's minutes after that 16-minute debacle. Bradley Beal has to play with another guard that's taking 84 shots a game. I don't want Bradley Beal. Derek White, Vassell, you could take shots on. Not really interested on Hero. He's got to now share with Rozier. and still incorporate Butler and Bam. I don't want no parts of that. Tyus Jones against the Spurs looks okay, looks reasonable. Jalen Green should be successful against the Lakers. No one to really stop him if he's motivated. Reeves 6.2 is fine. Drew Holiday 6.1 is okay. Giddey, I don't like his minutes. Jordan Poole is sometimes, but I like that price 5.8. You could take a shot if you're playing multiple lineups. Trey Jones 5.8. You could take a shot. Maybe pair him with Wemby. Ben Simmons might be playing. That has nothing to do with us. Westbrook 5.8. You could take a shot. I'm not interested in Exum. If Kyrie can't go and Exum starts, maybe, but it's against Orlando. I'm not really thrilled to play Dante Exum. Malik Monk, we could take shots on. Dinwiddie's a dweeb. Not interested in Cole Anthony. Not interested in Mike Conley, Marquez Fultz, Jalen Suggs. Conchar, we could take shots on. If Derrick Rose is back, that shit means nothing. Dennis Smith Jr., you could take a shot on at 4.3. And if Ish Smith starts again, you could take a shot at 4.3, even though it's still going to be a tough matchup. He should at least be able to pay off 4.3K. If he can't do that, he needs to be out the league. Amen Thompson, if you're playing a lot of lineups and you want to live life on the edge, but he does get some minutes, so it's not like a bad play. Pritchard, Wallace, George, Dunn for value. Let's go to shooting guard. Paul George is in play, 8.1. Jaylen Brown, 7.8, absolutely in play. Brandon Ingram, 7.5 in play. Mikal Bridges, I can't get Mikal Bridges right, but he's in a good matchup against Utah. Fire his ass up. Middleton, 6.5, you could take a shot. Brandon Miller against New York. Brandon Miller is a good fantasy player. He does a little bit of everything, but the Knicks, I'm not fucking around with them. Jordan Clarkson's off. Jordan Clarkson is in play. Cam Thomas is in play, especially if he starts. We got to see if Cam Johnson is in. We'll see in a second. Tim Hardaway Jr., you could take a shot on, but I'm not jumping up for joy to play Tim Hardaway Jr. He's scoring dependent. Hawkheads, I'm not interested in. I'm not interested in any Heat right now. Kevin Huerter at 5'2", I don't think I could do that. Not when his boy Harrison Barnes is playing like Larry Bird. No thank you. Sam Merrill, no thank you. Trey Murphy, no thank you. These guys are in the player pool, but I don't see any reasons to get to them. Obviously, we got to wait for some type of news to break because it's 11 games, but nothing really stands out to me. Duncan Robinson, Norman Powell, if you want to take a shot. Walker Alexander. Nothing stands out to me, though. Braun, 9'4". He's in play. Tatum's in play, 9'2". Marketing against Brooklyn looks spicy. Looks good. Jimmy Butler against Phoenix, 7.6. He probably won't show up. Franz Wagner hasn't been playing like his old self. I don't know what's going on with him. I'm not interested. Jalen Williams, who could take a shot. OG's absolutely in play against Charlotte. Should be getting some steals and blocks from Charlotte or out of Charlotte. Vince Williams, 6'4", absolutely in play. I played Aubrey the other day in a showdown slate, and his minutes were putrid. Keldon Johnson, you could take a shot on. Michael Porter, you could take a shot. Grayson Allen, Karis LeVert. Karis LeVert gets a bump if there's no Donovan Mitchell. Josh Hart, Strus, Cam Johnson is back, so you can still play Cam Thomas off the bench. Strus, Cam Johnson, Dylan Brooks, Harrison Barnes, all in play. I can't believe Harrison Barnes is in play in the middle of fucking January, beginning of February. Unreal. Lou Dort, you could take a shot on. Fontecchio. Cody, I'm not playing Cody Martin. Cam Whitmore, you could take a shot, 4.4. Koulibaly, they seem to give him minutes lately, 4.3. You could play Koulibaly. Gigi Jackson seemed to get a few minutes today, if I'm not mistaken. Hachimura's in play. Gorgie Nang's in play. If you think If Mitchell is out, you think Cleveland's going to be a blowout, you could play Merrill and Gorgie if you like. Isaiah Joe, you could take a shot. A Coro, you could take a shot, but they're priced at those price points for a reason. I'm not playing Anthony Black. I'm not playing none of these guys. Let's go to actually before we go to power forward. If you're new here, welcome. Appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up the video. All that stuff matters. And if you're struggling to cash, you need some help, you want me to send you my lineups, no problem. Check out my Patreon link in the description. I can send you NBA lineups. I can send you NHL lineups, PGA lineups, MMA lineups on the weekend, whatever it is you need. So you don't have time to do your own research. You don't have time to wait for a starting lineups. I'll send you my lineups. Check out the Patreon link in the description. Power forward. Giannis is in play. Shit. Let's see if he plays. Because when Joel Embiid got ruled out, I knew he wasn't playing. I knew he wasn't playing. I made lineups without him. I knew he wasn't playing. Then 2 minutes before lot, they're like, "Oh, Joel Embiid is not." That's why the NBA is fucked. They're too full of shit. I already knew he wasn't playing. Giannis, I don't know. We gotta keep an eye on Giannis. AD, I know he got hurt. He was playing through some pain against the Warriors. We want him to sit out because then we're gonna get a lot of value. Then we could play LeBron and stack his value with him. So that's what we're looking for. Durant's in play. Wemby, 8.9K against Washington. Listen, centers destroy Washington in the paint. Locking Wemby, no questions. Banchero is in play. Jaren Jackson Jr. is in play. Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, Kuzma, Porzingis, Zion, Keegan Murray, all in play. You could take a shot on Al Horford if he started. If Porzingis can't go. If both of them are out, Luke Cornett starts, you can play Luke Cornett. He's the only big man I trust if those two are out, to be honest with you. John Collins, you could take a shot. PJ Washington. I think this motherfucker had like 40-something real life points the other night. 43 fucking points from PJ Washington. What a time to be alive. I can guarantee you he won't do that again. Okay. He's in play. Jabari Smith Jr. 5'8" in play. Sohan, Bobby Portis, Aaron Gordon, Santi Aldama all in play. Precious Achiuwa for value 5.2, but I don't like his minutes for Hartenstein. Getting back in the fold. Cam Johnson 5.1. Cam Johnson's the 28 minute guy. He plays 28 minutes. He should give you about 28 fantasy points. He's 5.1. He's 5.1K. You can play him. Mo Wagner, not really interested in. Nas Reed if you're desperate. Herbert Jones if you're desperate. Grant Williams is dog shit. If something happens to AD, you can play Vanderbilt, Hachimura, Christian Wood. All right, let's go to center and let's get out of here. Jokic 11.3, self-explanatory. Sabonis, same thing, 10K, 10.2, self-explanatory. Sengun 8.7, absolutely in play, but he hasn't been scoring a lot lately. Bam's in the player pool, but I don't think I'm gonna get to him. Actually, I'm not gonna get to him. Jared Allen 7.7, not really interested unless Mitchell is playing. Holmgren 7.5, tough matchup, but he's still a good play. Mobley is on the minutes limit if he plays. I read that myself. Gobert's absolutely in play. Claxton's in play against Utah. Utah doesn't do good with decent centers neither, so you could look at Claxton. Hartenstein, Charlotte doesn't do good in the paint either. You look at Hartenstein. Hopefully he gets full minutes. Not interested in Nurkic, even if he is playing. Not interested in Eubanks if he starts for him. Not interested in Valanciunas. Wendell Carter, you could take a shot. Gafford. I don't really play Brook Lopez on DraftKings because FanDuel has the block and steal upside. Nick Richards is going to be an okay play in a tough matchup. And maybe Lively. But other than that, I won't be jumping out the window. I'm not playing Mason Plumlee against Cleveland. Yeah, so that's about it. Maybe Larry Nance for value. Actually, Larry Nance for value. Because what Larry Nance has been doing has been coming off the bench and starting the second half with the Pelicans. So 3,900, you can't beat that. He's actually a $4,500 player right now. So he's a little underpriced. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, thumbs up the video. Check out the Patreon link in the description if you need me to send you my lineups. And I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.